everybody. It is Tuesday, January 3rd. It's 2023. Are you kidding me? And welcome back to another week of Randa's Crafty Vlog. This week is going to be a lot, just like last week was. So we'll see how this goes. I have a lot to do. I have only 4 days to do it. Because, we lost a day, because Monday, because holiday, and whatever. So there's a lot of crap to be done and not a lot of time to do it. So, I'm going to be kind of, flying up a wall this week. But that's okay, because we're doing it, for good things, good purposes, growing the shop, building the shop. The shop has been doing really well. It's A1. So that's all fine. Just, it's going to be very busy. I forgot to bring all of my crafting in here to show you, so I'll have to try to remember to do it tomorrow. I did do both my cross stitch and my diamond painting, so I want to show you, but tomorrow. Perry and I had a good New Year's Eve. Did you guys have a good New Year's Eve? We actually ended up we had the intention of having zero plans at all. And we were hanging out around the house, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and Perry's friend Mario texted and is like, hey, you want to come hang out for a little bit? And Perry was like, sure, I guess we'll be social. And then, so we're planning on going to his friend Mario's house. And then we get a call on the way over, and Mario's like, hey, my friend from work is having a small party, we should go. And Perry was like, okay. Perry and I are not really party people, but we were maybe we need to get out of our shell a little bit and whatever. And so we went to said party, and there were 4 couples there, including us. And it was actually really fun. We got to meet a bunch of new people. It was a good time. We were up until 6 a.m. It was ridiculous. So I am still trying to get back on a normal sleep schedule after that, because we came home, went to bed at 6 a.m. and then slept till 2 in the afternoon. It was ridiculous, but it was still a good time. It's just that's why we don't do this often, because I get all out of whack when we do. But that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's about all there is to share. Otherwise, it was pretty chill. Perry and I did a lot of cleaning. And then we took down all our Christmas decorations. I know it's kind of early, but Perry really wanted to take them down. And so I was like, all right, I guess I'll take them down. And really, the one part I was not upset about coming down was the Christmas tree, because our cat, Willow, will not leave it alone. We've tried everything and has not left it alone all freaking season. So it's I was kind of okay with that coming down, because I was tired of her climbing it. But the rest of it, I was like, it's January 3rd. Huh? So, but it is nice to have the Christmas tree out of the way and whatever. So, yeah, but that was about it. It was a pretty chill weekend. So should we read a Reddit story? Because I do kind of need to get going, so I can't sit here and talk to you for forever and ever and ever like I usually do. Let's read a Reddit story. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is posted in Am I the Asshole 1 day ago. So 24 hours. It has 39.4 thousand upvotes and a ton of awards. Let's see. Am I the asshole for refusing to tell my husband the gender of our baby after he skipped going to the doctor's appointment with me? We had something, not the same, but we had in last week's episode, we had somebody that their partner did not want to take them to their doctor's appointment when they were pregnant, and it was ridiculous. So this is interesting. Let's see what it says. My husband and I are expecting. This is our first baby and we're excited. Thing is, he barely attends any doctor's appointments with me, and his excuses aren't even valid. He's willing to miss the doctor's appointment over soccer or a drink or board game with friends. His response is always, I'm not the one carrying the baby. Why do I have to go see the doctor with you? Absolutely get fucked. That is the lamest fucking excuse I've ever... Because it's your kid, maybe? Do you give 2.5 shits about your growing child at all? No? Good. Lovely. Last week was my final straw. He was supposed to come with me for the baby's gender reveal appointment, but he chose to not come last minute because his friends invited him to fish and chips meal. They must be in like Britain or something. I was pretty livid, but didn't make a fuss about it. Mom went with me instead. He texted asking me to tell him the results, boy or girl, but I refused to tell him. He kept spam calling me, and I hung up each time. He came home fuming, demanding I tell him the results, and I refused and bluntly told him, since he refused to attend the appointment, then he gets no results till after the baby's born. And I said I was willing to die on this hill. He went off calling me spiteful and immature for doing this and punishing him. He said he's the father and he has the right to know. Then you should have been at the appointment. He then called me dramatic since I wasn't alone and Mom was with me. I said he gets no results, period. He's been fuming about it and told his family, and now they're pressuring me to stop playing mind games and tell him, but I declined. Am I the asshole? Overall vote is not the asshole. I would agree, except I'm pretty sure they call this malicious compliance in a sense where it is petty. It's absolutely petty. We can all say that it's like, do I think she's justified? Yes, because I think this guy is a nutbag. But is there a better and more mature way that she could have handled this whole situation? Absolutely. Absolutely. You have a conversation with your partner, and then if they're still fighting back, you go to therapy, and if they're still just being a dick, then you consider the whole relationship. It's to just like, okay, fine, and then like decide to not tell him the gender. It is petty. It is immature. It is spiteful. So some of the things that he's calling her is correct. And yet, do I think she's an asshole in doing so? No, because you're being the asshole for not going. But it's not the most mature way she could have handled it at all. Not even a little bit. I think it's bullshit that he doesn't want to go to any of the appointments. But it's like you sit him down and you say, you know, it really hurts that you don't want to go to any appointments with me. It feels like you don't support me. It feels like you don't care about this baby. It feels like blah, blah, blah. What do you think? And if your partner is not able to have like a rational, reasonable conversation with you in that sense and tell them how they're feeling and you go back and forth and whatever and you come to a conclusion, if you're not able to do that with your partner, you shouldn't be with them. So it makes me think that the reason that she went this route is because she's tried to have conversations with him in the past and it doesn't work. Which means if you can't have a conversation with your partner, you shouldn't be with them. Period. Yikes. There is an edit/update. Hi, so first of all, wow, I did not expect this to blow up. Sorry, can't answer the comments because of feeling overwhelmed. I just want to mention that my husband just attempted to contact my doctor to get the results. It didn't go well and we had another argument over it. He couldn't get it since his mom was the one who made the call. Oh, and now mommy is calling the doctor's office for him to find out the results of his baby. Okay. It says this thread is now locked due to excess of rule violations. So people must have gone fucking ham on this guy. Top comment with a big red box and a ton of awards says, not the asshole, already a deadbeat dad before the baby is even born. And that has 70,000 upvotes. Yup. That's ridiculous. Oh, there's a little, it's writing out like a conversation that's probably going back and forth between the husband and his friend, just in the comments, and it says, The friend says, "Gee, these chips are good. So what's new with you?" Husband, "Nothing much. My wife is going to find out the gender of our baby today." Friend, "Oh, congrats. When's the appointment?" Husband, "Right now. Let me text her to ask." Friend, ... "Why are you here?" Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, this one has a big box around it, so let's read it. This is responding to the deadbeat dad, I think. And it says this: "To be clear, this is not a gender reveal appointment. It is a full anatomy scan in which they check every organ and limb for potential issues. And as a side note, they also often tell you which genitals baby you will have. What genitals your baby will have is what that's supposed to say." So partner is not just skipping a gender reveal, but leaving their pregnant partner to attend a lengthy appointment on their own, during which they could possibly receive concerning information about the development of their baby. If there are issues, it's often during this scan that they are discovered. Partner is incredibly selfish and showing their true colors. Absolutely not the asshole. And the one right under it says this right here: "This is the scan where you learn if the baby has a congenital defect. He should have been there because there could have been bad news, not the asshole OP. OP really needs to consider if she still wants to be married to this man." That's what I was thinking. So as it said, I don't see any comments from OP. Yeah, a lot of it's all "you're the asshole. I'm not sure why you're together." And I said this in the last episode that, like, if this were Perry and I was pregnant, we were having a baby, he would be there. I know without a doubt in my mind that he would be there for every appointment, every scan, everything. He would be like singing to my belly all day long, talking to my belly all day long. This dad is horrible. And if you, I am shocked. I would love to hear from the wife as to why she is okay with this. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let me check. There's really no comments. That was the only update we get, is that husband attempted to contact the doctor to get the results. He doesn't care. He didn't ask, is the baby good? Is everything good? Did everything go good with the scan? He just wants to know the gender. He just wants to, you know what vibes this is giving me? This is giving me, it better be a boy. That seems like what this dad would do, that it better be a boy or he's going to be pissed because then it won't carry on his family lineage or whatever nonsense, okay? That feels like that's what this dad is going after. He's a dick. He's a fucking dick. No. Nope. Again, not the asshole, but OP could have handled this so much better. But also, you might want to consider getting a divorce. Just saying. So, it says, this is our first baby and we're excited. He's not excited. He's not excited at all. He's not showing that he's excited. He's not proving that he's excited. He's not excited. So that's fucked. But that is it for today. I need to go get some shit ready because I got to leave in like an hour. I got to get everything ready for my employee. It's such a fucking shit show. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Yay. I just got some good news. Perry just texted me. Good morning. It is, what's today? Wednesday, January 4th. It is little past 10 o'clock in the morning. Perry just texted me. I've been wearing my silicone ring because my other one is getting resized. And Perry just told me that my real engagement ring is ready to be picked up. It's done being resized. Yay! So, that's like top of the list. Need to go do that. Anyway, I am going to make this brief today because frankly, I don't have time. When the week is like cut short like this, like it was last week, like this week, because we lost Monday, that means that I have to do like more work in less days, like the same amount of work in less days. So I have to do more work per day. And today is one of those days that I have to do a lot because that's my only option. So I have like 70 units of wax to make or something, and then like 120 orders to pack, like all today. Usually I like spread that out a little bit, that I'll do like wax on Monday and then pack on Wednesday and then this on that day and that on that day. No, they're all getting slammed together today. So I'm not going to do a Reddit story today because I don't have time. I'm using like every precious second to get all of this stuff done. And I'm already a little late because I got sidetracked doing other things, other business stuff. So I'm going to show you, I brought my crafting today and I'm going to show you that. And then I'm going to scoot. because I don't have time. So this is where my cross stitch is at. I think I was still like working. I think the last time I showed you, I was still working in here. The horse and the carriage and stuff, finished all of this. So everything from here up is done, which is about halfway, down the page, because you can see there's the bottom of it right there that goes along. I'll have to move my Q-snap a little bit, but then I am not quite done with this house, but I'm almost done. That I need to do like the chimneys and then fill in this little bit of white on the bottom. And then this right here is the start of like a butterfly. And then as you can see, this continues all the way over. So it's definitely going to be more stitching heavy at the bottom. You see that's like a big clump of stitching, and that carries like all the way across. And then there's like a lighthouse right here. And then this attaches at the bottom, and then I'm done with this entire pattern. So I'm kind of going gangbusters on this because I'm so... Not that I haven't enjoyed it, because sometimes I say, God, I'm so ready to be done with something, like because it's annoying. This isn't annoying me. I've enjoyed working on this, but it's been a year. I'm ready to be done. I am so excited to see all of my efforts over the past year come together and it finally be finished. And then I can also move on to something else. Because I have so many other amazing things to stitch, and this has taken so long. So, but it's going to be beautiful. I'll show you when it's done, of course, all spread out. It's massive, so that's why it's taken me so long. But isn't it so nice? I think it's looking so good. And then my diamond painting. This, I am excited to be done because I'm annoyed by it. I will do a full, oh, fuck me. A drill just popped out as I was holding it, and I felt it pop out. I'll do a full post review on this. I don't like viscerally hate this kit, but it's definitely been like pissing me off. There's some more popping drills. This is Winter by Treasure Studios Art, and here's where I'm at. So it's mostly done. So I have like this one section over here and then one more row across the top, and I'm done. This is what it looks like. Oh my God, the amount, I can see it really clearly from the back. The amount of missing drills in this thing. The reason why this is pissing me off so much is partially the rendering, because I don't love the rendering. I don't hate the rendering, I don't love the rendering. And partially the popping drills. The popping drills are driving me crazy. There's tons of drills missing all across the canvas. And it's kind of driving me nuts. But other than that, the quality of the kit is really great. It's just those few pieces, those few things that are really starting to get to me. And I'm really ready to kind of move on. So that's almost done. I'm actually getting very close to this being done, which is cool. So both things I'm getting close to completing. I thought about, because I've already told you guys, after I'm done with this, I want to do Witchcrafts by the Witchy Stitcher. And I know it's Halloween themed and I don't give a crap. But that's what I want to do after this. And then I was debating which diamond painting I want to do next. And usually I go back and forth from square and round, or because of course most of my kits are Diamond Art Club, so Diamond Art Club kit versus a non-Diamond Art Club kit. And so I'm thinking next I'm going to do a Diamond Art Club kit. And then I was thinking about which one. And there's one that I've had, this has so much confetti in it, so much confetti. It's part of what I don't like about the rendering is the amount of confetti. But I, what was I going to say? So I really would like some color blocking. So I was thinking about what I have, and I have Firefly Fireworks by Randall Spangler, which if you don't know is like the super long piece. It's like as tall as me. It's long and skinny, and it has a dragling and then like fireflies coming out all over the top, which is, I love Randall Spangler. I love the draglings. And I remember when Katie, Diamonds and Washi, was working on that, and she said that it was really like, it actually went a lot quicker than she thought because it was very color blocking heavy. And I was like, sign me up. I've had that kit for forever. I've loved that kit for forever. It's probably time to pull it out. So I think that would be a really good one to do next after this is done. So hopefully another like week on this guy, maybe another couple weeks on this guy, and then I'll be done. So that's very exciting. So like I said, I don't have time to sit here and chitter chat all day, because I will. You know I will sit here and just all day, okay? So I have to go. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow. I'm having lunch with my mom tomorrow. If not, I will definitely talk to you guys on Friday. So see you later. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, January 6th. It's like almost 11:30. I'm getting a really late start. Really late start to the day because I'm fucking exhausted, but that's okay. I'm here now, so fuck it. I have a lot of stuff to do today. Just like, it always seems like either Thursday or Friday ends up being like the day to do all of the little nonsense that I need to do, that like, and work on all the projects that I like for new products that I want to get out, and like whatever, that's the day to do all of the things, the little things that don't ever get any other time. So today I need to glue some cover minders. That's something that never gets the time that it deserves. And then I need to do some tax stuff because it's January. So I need to figure out, this year I'm learning how to write a 1099. I think I have it mostly figured out with some of the research I did last night. I think I am still a little confused as to like, okay, I know I send a copy to them and I know I keep a copy for myself, but where do I send the one that goes to the IRS? Is there an email address? Is there a physical address? Is there a web page is that I upload it to? Is it where? Because I looked for like a half an hour last night and could not figure out where you're supposed to send those to the IRS. So that's going to be fun. And I get to write 2 of them this year because of my last employee and this my current employee, which is going to be so fun. So I get to do that today. I probably need to make some candles. Hopefully I'll have time. We'll see. And then I need to make some TikToks for the TikTok because I'm now like out of them. I usually do like one day and make enough for a week and then post them one a day for the week. And then, so I need to make them because I'm out. I think that's it. I mean, there's other things I could do, of course, but like, I think that was really what I was planning on doing today. So yeah, I guess I'm going to keep this kind of short because I need to get going on that. But I forgot to bring any of my crafting in here. But I finished, I think if you guys remember, I had one section left on that row of my diamond painting, and then I have the one section on the top. I finished that one section last night or 2 nights ago or something. And so now I am on the very last row. So maybe if I really go like, if I do one like every day, do a section every day, maybe I can finish it by like mid next week. That would be fun. So we'll see. We'll see about all that. But let's do a Reddit story. Let's do a Reddit story. And then I need to get to work. So, I mean, I guess this is work, but whatever. Oh, this is interesting. It catches me by the title right away. It doesn't have any awards yet. It was posted 16 hours ago, but it has 15.9 thousand upvotes. And it's an Am I the Asshole? It says, am I the asshole for prioritizing my son's dog over my wife's pregnancy? Prioritizing your son's dog over the baby your wife is growing. I mean, like, immediately, yeah, but like, I need more. I need more information. So when my son, 14, was 8, we got a dog. So now he's 14. So the dog is, God, what is that math? 7? No. Hold on. 7 and 7 is 14. Yeah. So 8. So he's 6. Is that math? Is that good math? I don't know. I suck at math. Anyway, dog is 8 now. Son is 14. Got him when he was 8. Got it. He's half Great Dane and half some dog my friend's dog met during an unauthorized absence. So half Great Dane, half something. My son loves this dog and does all of the care for him except vet stuff and is a very responsible dog owner. Obviously, he doesn't do vet stuff because he's 14. This dog is pretty much his best friend. My wife is 12 weeks pregnant, and ever since we confirmed the pregnancy, she has been acting weird around the dog. She avoids him, puts her hands over her stomach when he is around, and jolts whenever he makes noise. Today, she told me she wants to rehome the dog. I asked her what she was talking about. She said she's been having anxiety that he will jump on her. This is completely unreasonable. He doesn't jump on people. We trained him not to jump on people or run into people very young because he is half Great Dane, and I felt this was important for all dogs, but especially one who could possibly grow to such a large size, parenthesis, which he did. There is no reason for her to think the dog will jump on her. She said that there is no way to know for sure that the dog won't jump on her, and if he does, our baby could be hurt. This dog has never so much as growled at her. She said even if the dog doesn't jump on her, her anxiety about it is bad for her health. She said she needs the dog elsewhere for her safety and the baby's. I told her that there's no way. My son got this dog right after he lost his mom and imprinted on him hard. Sometimes I think he loves the dog more than me. I'm not taking his dog. The dog didn't do anything. My wife said I'm prioritizing the dog over her pregnancy. The dog isn't a threat to her pregnancy. If this were any other reasonable request, I would just do it because she is pregnant. I just can't break my son's heart over a fear she has that makes no sense. Am I being an asshole? That went differently than I expected it to. That's hard. My immediate reaction is, no, you're not the asshole. I think, of course, you want any dog to be in the best home possible for them. But I think that it takes a lot to rehome a dog. That, it's not just because, you on a whim decide you're tired of them or whatever and rehome the dog. Especially when the son is so heavily tied to this dog. You're going to break this 14-year-old's heart. And for anybody who has lost a dog before, whether it was because the dog died or because the dog had to go live somewhere else or whatever, that's happened to me. I had a dog with my ex-boyfriend, and when we broke up, I moved back in with my mom, and my mom was like, no, you're not bringing a dog here. And so I had to let him keep the dog, and I've never seen the dog since, but the dog was my best friend, and my little baby, and like I took care of her and she was home with me 24/7 and whatever. And so it's like, that was what, 4 years ago, and it's still like incredibly heartbreaking to think about. So but at the same time, if it's causing her that much anxiety, it's like, I don't get it either, especially because he makes it very clear that this dog is like gentle and not a threat and knows not to jump on people, and even if, I don't know, I guess it depends on how big this dog is, because it's like, what kind of a damage would the dog have to do to hurt the baby? Maybe it's easy, and maybe it is just like he puts his paws on her stomach and that's enough to hurt the baby, and I'm just like ignorant. I don't know, but it seems like the dog would have to do something crazy in order to really affect the safety of the baby. And it doesn't sound like pregnant women all over the frickin' country have dogs, have Great Danes, have whatever, and everything's fine. So but it's hard, because if she really is so scared of this dog that she jumps every time he like makes a sound, that's not a fun environment to live in, and so that's not fair to her. But at the same time, it is kind of unreasonable, and so I'm like, I kind of am thinking not the asshole, and maybe she needs to figure out why. She needs to do some work behind why the dog is scaring her so much. Like, how long have they been married? How long has this dog been in their lives? What has the relationship between her and the dog been before this? Is this just a random excuse to get rid of the dog because she's never liked the dog? It seems like there's more to this than just one day she loved the dog and then one day she was scared of him. I feel like there's something missing that we're not getting in this story between that. Top comment is, not the asshole. Has she stopped driving? Has she started using a wheelchair so she won't fall? Is she refusing to use stairs? She needs some counseling, parenthesis, genuinely not being rude, to figure out why she's only fixated on the dog and reacting to sound similar to PTSD symptoms. Did you train the dog not to jump because he pushed her over at some point? Was she pushed by a dog as a child or something? Something got in her head. Or she has always hated the dog and is manipulating you now that she sees her, quote, chance to get rid of it. And then OP responds to that and says, we trained the dog when he was a puppy before I even met my wife. So the wife hasn't been here. We don't know how long the wife has been around, but we know the wife has been here at least sometime within the past 6 years since the dog came into the family. But because it says that it was like right after the son lost his mom, so it makes me think that that OP is a widow and got remarried. So this is interesting. This is hard. Don't get rid of the dog and figure out what's going on internally with her. Let me see if it looks like everybody's saying not the asshole. Let me see if there's any other comments or if that's all we get. Here we go. Info. Was your wife's relationship with the dog prior to her what was your wife's relationship with the dog prior to her becoming pregnant? Is she using the pregnancy as a reason to get rid of a dog she did not want? And OP responds and said, never had an issue. My son does such a good job walking and playing with the dog that when the dog is in the house, he's usually eating, napping, or giving everyone pet with me eyes while he lays on the floor. They've never had a bad interaction. He talks about the external, like they've never had a bad interaction, but not about, has your wife ever expressed a dislike for the dog? Because how you perceive it might be different than how she perceives it. So I want to know how she felt about the dog Not if anything happened. I want to know how she felt about the dog. Okay. This one says, here's an interesting article about common problem of women who get aversions during their pregnancy. Don't know if it will help much. And it links a pet aversion during pregnancy article, which is interesting. And then it says, by the way, how large is the dog? And OP says about 145 pounds. So yeah, that's a big boy. Yeah. Okay, this one says, info. Has your wife previously expressed any displeasure with the dog? Does she normally interact, play with it before she got pregnant? And OP responds and said, not before she got pregnant unless the dog farted. So she didn't express any displeasure unless the dog farted. But we were all displeased when the dog farts. She never played with him, but she would interact with him, sure. Interesting. There must be like something that's being missed here. Hold on. Oh my god, it's on this long ass fucking thread. No, where did it go? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. So, I'm going back. There's something... Maybe that comment doesn't exist anymore? Okay, wait, I think I see it. Okay, so this says, OP says my late white never met the dog. We got it after she died. And then the comment after that says, if you got it to help your son with the loss of his mother, like asking you got it to help your son with the loss of his mother. And OP responds and says, it was sort of random. My buddy's dog had puppies. We were at his house and my son was playing with them and my buddy said he could have one. I never wanted a pet, expensive, a hassle at times, etc. But he looked so happy when my friend said that. So how could I tell him no? And he takes good care of the dog. He's a good dog, except for his peanut butter farts. And, here we go. And this is where I was confused. And then somebody responds to that and says, okay, well, your friend is an asshole if he said that to the kid without your permission first. And Opie responds and says, that was 6 years ago and is hardly here nor there. I don't understand. Not that big of a deal. Okay, and this says, is your wife paranoid about every other aspect of life that has potential danger she has no control of? And OP says she changed her diet and some other small things, but most of them seemed reasonable to me, or at least very harmless changes. And that's all we get from OP. That's really interesting. I think there's something underlying that you need to have more of a conversation with your wife about, or maybe, like, I don't know, but say, like, I cannot get rid of this dog. It will crush my son. So I would like to, but I don't want to ignore your feelings either. So I would like us to, like, have a conversation about this. And hopefully the wife would go, no, I understand not wanting to crush the son. And so, like, try to be reasonable about it. And so then you guys can come up with something together as a couple, as a team. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's interesting. I think there's something underlying with the wife. I think she kind of needs to not, like, get over her anxiety, but figure out what the underlying thing is with that, because there's something underlying there, and you can't get rid of the dog. I'm sorry, you can't get rid of the dog. Especially since it's never been a problem until she was pregnant, but I don't know, is she then going to be worried about it when the baby comes? And that's a lot. But I say not the asshole, don't get rid of the dog. But that's it. Oh, and also yesterday I got my ring back. Yay! So now it is when Perry got it, it was a 10 because that's what I told him to get, and was a size 10 because that's what I thought I was. And so I told you the story about how it fell off. And so now this is a 9.25. And so far it fits really well. But it is definitely tighter than the last one. So you can see I already have a nice little like ring dent. But yeah, you definitely have to use like a lot more force to get it off, but also because it's winter and it's cold, my fingers are at its smallest point right now, so they will definitely get bigger and swell in the summer. But I'm so excited to have it back. Look, I'm so excited. I was so tired of wearing the silicone one. I wanted my real ring back. So anyway, that's it for today. That's it for the video. That's it for the entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you got a lot of good crafting done while you were doing it. I will see you guys next week, and I think that's it. I hope you guys have a good weekend and all that good stuff, or had a good weekend. I don't know what day this video is going up, but I hope you guys had a good time watching this and you're having a good day so far. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye.